Because Too Faced is all like, oh yeah, we invented the glitter eyeshadow. It's amazing. We're like, stop with the glitter eyeshadow. You may have invented it, but you haven't perfected it. All right, y'all. It's that time again. We're going to be doing another anti-haul. Now, I know I did fairly recently talking about products, kind of like an anti-haul mixed with things that I predicted would go on sale. So if you have not seen that one, I will leave it linked down below. But today we're just doing a classic anti-haul of things I don't want to buy or things that I do want to buy and gotta tell myself not to buy. Because this makeup thing, this every month, every year, every day, it's just coming in more and more and more. And I'm like, y'all just need to calm down. Obviously, starting off with giving credit where credit is due, the anti-haul was originally created by the ever so lovely Amber's Beauty Chair. We'll leave her channel linked down below. And then they became popularized by the ever so lovely Kimberly Clark, whose channel I will also leave down below. Anti-hauls are a wonderful creation because they allow us to really take a step back and look at things a little objectively and be like, dang, that palette is so pretty, but I already have 12 of it in my collection. Do I really need a 13th one? And if you buy a 13th one, no tea, no shade, I'm sure I've got so many duplicates of all kinds of things I have. It's a passion, it's my collection, but it is nice to kind of look and see, what am I not buying for one reason or another? And what would I really like to have, but I can't because I just can't? Alright, first things first was kind of just a totally random thing. I was scrolling through Lovely Trend Mood, which I'm sure all y'all are scrolling through for your makeup release needs. And I saw this cute little like lipstick and it was white packaging with like red florals all over it. And I'm like, oh, that looks so cute. Looks like a L'Oreal limited edition thing. And they were liquid lipsticks and they were all pretty shades of red, and I've been getting into red more often. I was like, oh, that's cute. Oh, it's not L'Oreal. It's about his brand. I don't know. Oh, it's a thingy with Dolce & Gabbana. And then I looked down below and it was like approximately $41 a piece, and I literally was like, it hurt to read that price tag. I have a big enough problem spending $20 on a Kat Von D or $18 on a Jeffree Star. I've got like a crap ton of Wet n Wild that are like $5 and they've got a bomb formula. I'm like, I ain't paying no $41 for a Dolce & Gabbana lipstick. It's just not happening. I mean, I could take that $41 and get like an eyeshadow palette or a bunch of liquid lipsticks from someone else, or more than one from someone else. I mean, 41, I understand it's Dolce & Gabbana, but y'all not need to be bringing up your designer clothes prices all up on this designer brand makeup. Which is kind of why I don't buy from Chanel, Dior, Tom Ford, basically any of those like fashion houses that have makeup. I'm like, I'm good. So I'm definitely gonna be passing on some stinking $41 liquid lipstick. Alright. And then this was, oh my goodness, I rolled my eyes so hard, I'm surprised they're still in my head. Just scrolling through, and Too Faced is doing their cute little like Pretty Rich or something collection. They were coming out with some more highlighter shades of their Diamond Light, whatever highlighter, and I was like, I like me a highlighter. And then I saw they opened up the big old giant jewelry box eyeshadow palette. And I was just like, are we really doing this today, Too Faced? Are we really doing this? Now, I am not a eyeshadow creator, formulator, anything like that. All I have to rely on is my own experience. And looking at that palette, not only that we have like 4 mattes, and that's like it, but the fact that like so many of those shimmer shades, yeah, they're all beautiful and sparkly in that picture, but I can tell you that those things look so similar to the shimmer shades in the White Peach palette, which was a total bomb for me. And I'm like, I know that packaging is going to be gorgeous. It's going to be like that big, gorgeous presentation jewelry box, just like the friggin' highlighters are. And it's going to be amazing. It's going to be like a $50, $60 job, but it's going to be filled with these jewels, which are actually really nasty, crumbly, glittery eyeshadows. Because Too Faced is all like, oh yeah, we invented the glitter eyeshadow. It's amazing. We're like, Stop with the glitter eyeshadow. You may have invented it, but you haven't perfected it. That's just gonna have to be a pass for me. Too Faced in the eyeshadow department just hasn't done it for me. Like, if it had more mattes, maybe, but knowing that I'd have to struggle with all those like shimmer shades, it's a no. Alright, I know this is an outdated one, and partly why it's outdated is because I had filmed this anti-haul, and then like my file was like audio and video not sync up. I was like, okay, that's nice. But in that one, I addressed the Lancome flower highlighter in a box, which is a fake flower that they've like hairsprayed and then dropped some shimmery, glittery whateverness into it, and then are selling it to us for $60 friggin' dollars. And even aside with all the whole like, you know, tacky, it's a flower, and it's just, I mean, that whole thing aside, I know that the glow I am going to get from this is not the glow that I want or that I need. It's gonna be a faint, subtle, effervescent hint of shimmer. And you guys know I am not here for that kind of highlighter. So we have the $60. We do have the fact that Lancome is not cruelty-free, so that's one thing going on there. But even if they were cruelty-free, $60 for a little faint little of highlighter. I think I anti-hauled the first time they did this, so we ain't going at it for round two either. Alright, another Too Faced thing. Too Faced just, oh my goodness, every year they release like one good product and everything else is just like, why? They are releasing their like Clover 2 palette, which isn't really a Clover 2 palette, because if you look at the colors in it, basically if you have the Clover 1 palette, you have those colors. Basically what it is like 5 or 6 really freaking neutral eyeshadow packaged to you in the cutest little dog kawaii little chibi looking thing. And I look at that and I'm like, oh, they're cute. Look at that little doggy. But they are not marketing it to you in like, oh, you don't have these eyeshadows yet. Or not even, oh, you don't have these eyeshadows in like this collaboration, this setup. They're marketing it to you as like, oh, look, it's Jerry's dog. It's so cute. It's a little compact. It's going to look so cute on your vanity and your purse, whipping it out. And on top of that, they're also marketing to us a stuffed animal. I'm all about collectibles. You guys can see my friggin' background. If it is a collectible of something that I like, I'm gonna get it. But I don't need this makeup company marketing me stuffed animals when they can't even get a consistent eyeshadow formula correct. I'm like, why don't you fix one thing and then move on to the next thing? When you've got one thing coming out every release, bing, bam, boom, it is consistent, then I'll buy your overpriced stuffed animal, but not before then. Okay, let's talk about something that I actually kind of really want. And this is always the most painful one. It's easy to talk about things you're like, that's stupid. I don't need those colors. The packaging is stupid. The formula's going to be crap. That's easy. The real belly of the beast is looking inside of yourself being like, I want that. I could spend my money on that. But for practical or impractical reasons, you don't need it. That's what hurts. And it is the Marc Jacobs big old giant pan of highlighter. Marc Jacobs is a brand that I originally bought a lot from when he first launched his cute little makeup thing, because I love Marc Jacobs as a designer. His aesthetic and everything is just like, yes. But since he has like discontinued every single thing I ever owned by him, and I'm like, okay, all right, and I've decluttered a crap ton. And then he was like, y'all, I'm gonna take and I'm gonna make you this like big old giant highlighter. And you guys know, I'm a sucker for highlighter. And I saw it and I was like, oh, that's pretty. It's that beautiful peachy goldy goodness that I have been getting into recently. It's like $49, which like, I think the most expensive highlighter is like $38. That's what, no. I have the Laura Mercier, which is like in the $42 range. But we haven't gone to that over, like closer to $50. Yeah, but this is $49 and I'm like, all right, so you've got the expensive thing. He is cruelty free, so yay for that. But then I'm like, okay, Soraya, let's really think for a minute. I have got Jeffree Star highlighters. His original like Skin Frost. I'm wearing Supreme Frost today. And they don't fit in my drawers. The original ones. I'm literally looking at them right now. They sit in a little basket with the Urban Decay naked ones and some other ones that are too big to fit in my drawers. I look at them, I bought them, I'm frustrated because I don't use them and I would like them to be with the rest of my highlighters. I'd like them to be stacked up, but I can't do it because they're too big. And this highlighter, yes, you get a crap ton of product, but it's like the size of his like Omega bronzers, which are friggin', I used to have one. It's huge. It's a pain to store. And I'm like, do I really want that $50 headache of getting it and being like, yes, it's beautiful and amazing, but I can't store it the way I want to store it. So I'll be looking at it with like resent and anger and be like, you're so pretty, but I hate you so much. So honestly, I'd really like to have that, but like, I know it's going to be a headache and I already have a headache from other things. I don't need a headache from this. Okay, then something that's like, oh my goodness. So Becca in the past, whenever it comes to their like holiday, whatever, releases their eyeshadow palettes. Really what it is, it's a circular pan of hell that's like a bunch of their shimmering skin perfectors, like literally that's what they are, in these like teeny tiny penny-sized little eyeshadow pans with maybe some blush colors. And I know last year they were actually like, oh look, here's some actual mattes, here's like 2 or 3 mattes. You get like 8 shades for like $48. It's just not cute on all kinds of spectrums. Well, they came out with their Volcanic Goddess thing. I bought the highlighter. The highlighter's nice. Not their best formula, but it's nice. I like Becca highlighters. And they also had an eyeshadow palette. Now, if you think of the theme, Volcanic Goddess, I'm picturing like a beautiful, deep-skinned Amazon in like on top of a volcano with like whatever wrapped around her and the wind blowing and her hair going everywhere. I get very invested in a theme. And the cover of it is gorgeous. It's this beautiful geode with like blues and oranges and yellows and like, I was here for it. I was here for it. And then you look inside and it's like, oh, okay, so we're not actually taking inspiration from like an eruption of a volcano or geode and rocks and chrysalis and things like that. We're really just taking like inspiration from just like a normal rock. Like what a geode looks like before you crack it open, the cute little gray and brown and whatever we got going there. And then we kind of crack it open and we get that blue and that red. And I think there might be a gold in there, but everything else is just like boring. I'm very grateful that the pans aren't this big. I'm very grateful that it's not shades of their shimmering skin perfectors, or maybe it is, and that's why it's so boring. I don't know. We'll have to check that out. But on a whole, it's just like, the packaging is really pretty, but you look inside and I'm like, I get no inspiration from this thing. Like I look at the packaging and I'm like, yeah, I get inspiration from that, but I don't get inspiration from the product they actually give me to be inspirational with. And then last but not least, this is going to be an outdated product. It doesn't even matter. It's been released. It's going to be going whatever. This anti-haul is going up like way after it, but I got to touch on it because this is talking about things that like you kind of really want, but you got to tell yourself, nope, you got to steal it. You got to pull it back. And that is the Kylie Jenner Halloween collection. I don't know if you all are familiar. I am a very spoopy person at heart. I love all things Halloween, horror, vampire, werewolf, 21st century horror, you know, classic horror. Everything about the month of October is me. I think about that meme with Alice Cooper where he's all like, Halloween is mine, I own it. I just love me some spoopy time. And I'm like, she created such a great thing for those of us, for that little niche thing where holiday for us literally means Halloween. And instead of having a holiday release that was like, oh, Christmas, she was like, hey, what's up? What's up, Halloween people? And I was over there looking at the thing being like, hey, what's up, Kylie? Look at that. And it had an eyeshadow palette that had colors that I looked like I could use, that highlighter, those liquid whatever, the lipsticks looked like shades I would use. Like, I was like, this is it. This is going to be the one and only Kylie collection item thing, whatever, that I finally spend my money on. Let's just say that it didn't happen. It has been released or whatever, and the whole bundle is like $200, and I'm like, no, I'm good. I'll just take some Halloween stickers and put it on some of my like regular makeup to make it look Halloween themed. Save me some like, you know, $200. I just want to say, other brands out there, Too Faced, you're good at doing the kitschy thing. Lorac sometimes does weird collabs. Urban Decay, you've got so much going on there. You need to give us some Halloween makeup. I will buy it. I know hundreds of my spoopy friends who will buy it. This is a niche in the market that y'all have not tapped into where you could be making major bank. But I didn't buy it because Kylie is on the cruelty free. Her return thing is not so good. And I really just don't want to support Kylie. I mean, the Jenners and all of their makeup just kind of puts a foul taste in my mouth. Like, all y'all are being like, Kim Von D or Jeffree Star. And I'm over here like, Kylie Jenner. And I understand I'm an older demographic, you know, all those like young, like teens and young 20-somethings are like, Kylie, she's the most amazing, like, entrepreneur that ever existed, and we're gonna give our money to her so she can be the first female billionaire. I ain't about that. I ain't about that, even for some spoopy makeup, so no. Alright, y'all, that was this one's anti-haul this time around. As always, let me know what you think about the products I have discussed, what you are going to be anti-hauling, if you have any of these and you think they're, excuse me, Burp Squad. If you think they are amazing or horrible or whatever, definitely let me know. Yeah, girl, don't know everything about makeup. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and as always, keep it real. Mwah!